Guys, welcome back to another episode of Vegas Views. Dawn Sullivan, Danny Miner, no meds. No plans.
No plans, no meds.
We were actually just discussing this right before the camera started rolling. We don't have a script or anything, and he's like, we have no plans, right? I'm like, no, we never have plans. We're okay. How was your week been, Danny?
My week was good. I went to that Golden Knights game.
You did? That's right.
Oh, it was awesome. We sat right behind the bench. It was awesome.
Okay, very
You
cool.
ever go?
Oh, of course.
I love it. Yeah, it's great. They won. They were down 3-0 in the first period. They came back, and in hockey, 3-0 is big.
Yeah.
That's hard to overcome. They came all the way back and won. They won with a minute left. The crowd was going nuts, and it was only an exhibition game.
Isn't the energy so
Yes.
amazing? That energy is so amazing. I did go and see Pink.
I saw that you saw it. That was awesome.
She is epic. Anybody that has never seen Pink before that is a Pink fan, go see Pink. She's legit amazing. So creative, so amazing. Yeah, I had really good seats too.
I saw that.
I had good seats. Yeah.
I honestly, I think I'm going to tell you who I think is three amazing singers. Her, Pink.
Yeah.
What's her name? Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
I love Lady Gaga. I do. Don't you really? Oh, I love her. I think she's the biggest talent out there.
Really?
Yes, and you're going to be shocked who I think's talented. Like, really talented.
Hold on. Can I get, wait.
Go ahead.
Is it male or female?
It's a girl. I always think girls sing better than men. I always think.
Really? Okay. Is it a female singer? Do you like Britney?
No. Britney Spears?
Yeah.
No. I do watch her on Instagram doing all that crazy shit.
Wait, give me a hint. Is she country or is she like pop mainstream?
She's mainstream. I think she's really talented.
Taylor Swift.
No, Miley Cyrus. I think Taylor Swift's god awful. I do. Oh yay! My boyfriend's back. I just don't.
Did you just hear what he said? Taylor Swift is epic. Danny, are you kidding?
I think of like teenage girls saying, "Yay, Taylor Swift!" I just think it's like a fad or something. I
love Taylor Swift.
I just don't get her songs. Her songs are every guy that ever heard her. I mean, Tyler Kelsey. What's his name? I can't remember his first name. The player that she's dating right now. Guarantee he's going to be a song in a year, right? That relationship's not going to last.
They have the funniest thing on TikTok right now. Well, you know how they have those TikTok challenges?
Yeah.
They have people saying, oh, to their husbands and football fans.
I hit the thing. I saw that.
No, not hit the thing.
Oh,
they say, hey, babe, and they record the husband or the boyfriend's reaction. They say, hey, babe, did you know? Tell me his name again. Kelsey,
I can't think of his first name. I'm trying to
Let's just call him Kelsey, whatever. Did you know Kelsey so-and-so is getting famous because Taylor Swift is dating him? And then you watch all these male reactions and men are like, are you kidding me? He was famous. Oh, no, she made him really famous. Those are hysterical because most men are like, are you kidding me? Like,
he is the best tight end in the game. Like, she did not make him famous.
I know.
In the football.
I know.
But
I knew who he was before he started dating Taylor Swift.
I can't believe I can't think of his name. But anyway, his brother's on our football team. Oh, that's the other thing. Eagles are undefeated. They're 5-0. Philadelphia Eagles, 5-0.
Oh, wait, you have the brother on the Eagles?
Yeah, his brother's on the Eagles.
Yeah, I know. I know about him and his brother, and then they were together, and the mom.
They played in the Super Bowl together last year.
Yeah, and the mom was like
the
torn.
mom's great.
Yeah, I love the mom.
That was a great story in the Super Bowl last year. It really was.
Yes.
But the Eagles are undefeated again this year, and guess what? I'm 4-1 and in first place in my fantasy football. Out of 14 teams.
That is freaking
And listen,
awesome.
Dawn, I'm so happy about that because I'm with these younger kids. I say kids, 30s, 20s. They think us older people can't compete.
Yeah.
They're so much smarter than us, and I'm kicking their ass.
Yes.
I'm kicking their butt all over the place. I have the best. I honestly feel I've been doing this fantasy football for years, and I've never won.
Were you?
I've never won.
Were you screaming when you were doing your what do they call it? Your draft? Like because you wait, right? You got to wait for them to pick.
We did a podcast for it.
Oh, that's cool.
We went
live
and we did a podcast for it. Plus, we would go up and make our pick. It was great. We did a whole podcast.
I love that. That's really cool.
And
I like fantasy football. I don't have my own team, but I watch. I get
it. Makes every game fun. Like, of course, you like watching your favorite team, whoever your favorite team is. But now you'll watch every game. Yeah. Because you might have that player or this player, so every game means something to you.
That's fantastic marketing, actually.
It really is.
That's like making you and forcing you to watch more football.
Yes.
It's pretty cool, actually.
Think of what football does. Gambling makes everybody watch it.
Yeah.
It's a sport that more women watch than any sport. Football
Absolutely.
is the sport
Yes.
that women want.
Yes.
My mother was so addicted to football. She would call me every Saturday, what time's the Eagles on tomorrow? What time? Honest to God, when she was in the nursing home, she would call everybody in her room to watch the Eagles.
That's
My
so
mom
cool.
was like a diehard Eagle fan.
That is so
And she
epic.
knew everything too. It was crazy. So, football does do very well like that. They market it very well. And the fantasy football, like you said, that makes people even watch it more.
Seriously, it does.
So-
Okay, so I got to be honest with you. We started this in singers because it started with Pink. Third one, I forgot it already.
Miley.
Oh, Miley. I do like Miley, and I like her voice. Yeah. I just think to myself, hi.
Yeah, we had somebody walk in and said, "Hey, Jason."
Is he coming to sit with us?
I don't know. Maybe we'll get him in the
Jason,
second
are you
half.
going to come on the second half today?
It's got to be something to say, right?
All right,
Awesome.
we'll bring him in the
Jason,
second
we
half.
might actually have.
This way we can talk about UFOs in the second half because Jason, he totally don't believe it. Totally
Yeah.
don't believe it.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that.
Awesome. Okay, so Miley Cyrus, but you do love Pink?
Love Pink.
She put on an epic.
And you know what?
performance,
I
Danny.
kind of hate to say this, but it's true. And she says it too. She doesn't get enough credit, maybe because she's not as beautiful as people think
Yeah.
beauty should be.
Yeah.
And she brings that up. She
Yeah.
definitely brings
Yeah.
it up because to me, she's ranked way up there.
As far as style,
Yes.
looks, for me, I think she's, and in person,
Yes.
and for her age and her body,
Yes.
like she's stunning. I was
Yeah.
like gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I don't see how people. I can understand how some male types might not think she's pretty because she's
Right.
on the more masculine side, but
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I think she's
I
stunning.
agree, and that's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say that she is way above a lot of these singers, but doesn't get enough credit.
Absolutely.
That's what I feel.
She's
because of that.
underrated. Pink
Way
is
underrated. Way
yes.
underrated. I
Yes.
mean, I know you kind of, when I said Lady Gaga, you didn't like her, right?
I don't. Listen. I don't not like Lady Gaga. I think she is epically talented. I love that what she does for the community. I love it. Maria put my boots in the scene. Guys, my boots.
They're nice boots.
Thank you. I love these. I forgot that I ordered them, and then they came, and I was like, oh my God, I got a gift that I ordered myself. But anyway, yeah, I love Lady Gaga's message to young people. I love her thoughts on sobriety. I mean, there's so much about Lady Gaga that I love.
Right.
Just when she gets too weird.
She does get weird.
But their attention, please, sometimes. It's like I feel I could be wrong, but I feel like with Lady Gaga, there are times where she's like, oh, I've got to do something so outlandish and so crazy to get my people back. Like,
Right.
just be your authentic
Right.
self and let people love you. Like Pink, that's why I love Pink. She is herself regardless.
And she doesn't care.
She does not
If
care.
you think
she's like
she-
us.
yes.
She's even on her
She don't
concert.
care.
She was like halfway lip singing, and she's like, "You guys already know." She didn't care. She was like, "I don't care what you guys like. You're here. You paid a lot of money for this seat. I'm going to put on this performance. You're going to like it, and that's it."
Right.
And yeah, she's
Oh, that
just
was
epic.
good. That was
Yeah,
good.
no, she's
Where did you
epic.
watch that at?
T-Mobile? No,
T-Mobile.
Allegiant.
Oh, okay.
Allegiant. You know what's funny? I had Madonna tickets,
Okay.
and for that same night, and I low key wanted to see Pink over Madonna,
Uh-huh.
and then Madonna came out and moved her concert to March.
So you're going to that
So
one.
then I'm going to that one because I had tickets for
Right.
that one already. And then I was like, this is epic. And I went and I got the Pink ticket. So I was able to see both. Madonna.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's
So
good.
I will be seeing Madonna in March, and I'll probably bring you guys with me. I
Now,
should
she's got
actually
weird.
give you who Madonna.
Madonna, she's weird.
Oh my God, I saw something so messed up the other day. It was a picture of Rosie O'Donnell. I'm not putting out hate.
Not
guys.
Rosie O'Donnell. Roseanne. Roseanne, because I saw the same picture.
Rosie O'Donnell.
Roseanne.
What's the difference between Rosie O'Donnell? Tell me who they are.
Roseanne, it was with the
Roseanne!
So, yes, it was Roseanne. They were comparing Roseanne to Madonna, and they said she's better looking than Madonna now.
No, it's who would have thought?
Yes.
When we boil back to like the 80s. Who would have thought now? That is so messed up. But no, Roseanne. Was it Roseanne?
Roseanne Barr.
Roseanne Barr.
Yes.
She looked good.
Yes,
So
she
she
does.
looked good. And Madonna just has a lot of filler. I clearly have no problem with people that get filler. I think Madonna looks great. Pink looks great. They all look great. I think all these women look beautiful and amazing. And whatever you do to yourself, I love it.
But you mentioned like Lady Gaga gets weird, this and that. I think, especially, I'm new to this industry, right?
Yeah.
TikTok, this and that. But I think people that have little differences like that, that's what makes them stand behind the crowd. They stand out because they're different.
Yeah.
Because they're a little weird.
Absolutely.
I mean, and
yes.
if you think about it, I'm honest with myself. I have a big TikTok phone because I'm loud, I'm obnoxious. It's true. I'm different than the ordinary
Yes.
guy. If you look at the true crime creators out there, right, you'll see them, they'll come up and they'll read. this happened in the 400 block of Center Street. This guy did this, and that's what they do.
Yeah.
And I'll go on and say, this piece of dirt crap right here did this, and people want that. They don't want the news.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that's why I stand out.
Yeah.
And I want to stand out. But what I'm saying is, people are a little weirder. They go further.
Yeah.
They do.
They do. And you know what? I don't hate on Lady Gaga by any means. I love her message. It's really just some of the weird shit she does.
When she
It's
wore
like,
the
come
meat
on, it's too
dress, remember that?
The meat dress, that was so crazy. And then recently, she just had this whole thing, and she was on an interview, and she was just looking and like at the camera really messed up, and then all of a sudden took her shoes off and walked outside. Like Lady Gaga, you couldn't say to someone, "Hey, listen, something's going on. Was it mental health? Was it something? You just took your fucking shoes off and you're walking away from the interview. Like, what if I really just slipped my boots off? Bye, guys. See you. You know, I'm not I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta take a run. No, she's just literally like, I'm going, and then she's got the weird hand wave. I love you, Lady Gaga, but I don't know. She's crazy.
She's somebody I'm not a big concert person. I'm just not.
I love concerts.
I've
seen everybody.
I think the last time I went to a concert was
I've
maybe
seen
20
everybody.
years ago.
Get out of here.
I don't go see people.
Because you're busy at home making your own content. Oh my god, I love that one.
Oh yeah,
yesterday, that was so good.
Paradise by the Dashboard Lights.
I was listening, and at first I didn't know what song it was. I was like, and then I heard like the lyrics, and I was like, oh, okay, that's so cool. But it's so cool, slow the way you did it.
Yes.
1, 2, it was epic. You were feeling it, and you sang it for your fan or
That's
your hater.
right. My hater.
That was so cool. Oh my god, I got a hater comment. Do I look like a cartoon? No, good. Maria just shook no, and she looks honest. So no, yeah, I look like a cartoon.
I'm a clown. That's the basic mileage you get.
Yeah.
This man's a clown. This guy's a clown. I get that all the time. Listen, the guys hate me. I mean, thank God for women, or I wouldn't have a TikTok, because the guys can't stand me. I mean, they hate my guts.
I was so protective of you. I think, what did he call you? A clown or something? Did he call you a clown, a joke? The one you were singing to.
Yeah.
I was like looking for him. I was like, who is this guy talking to Danny like that?
My daughter got on there the other day, and she tries to protect me too. She's like, I can't believe all these people are going after my dad. She was on there.
Oh, I love that. That is super cool.
And you know what? When I first came to TikTok, that's what they were worried about.
Yeah.
They're like, Dad, people are horrible.
They're cruel.
Yeah, they're like, Dad, we don't want you to do this, because I could take it though, you know. I don't care.
Yeah.
And what I do now is I make people scared, because you might make a bad comment and then I might sing to you.
Yeah.
And that must be.
And then how awkward is that? You have this handsome blue-eyed.
Yeah.
He's like serenading his haters. I should start doing that shit, Danny.
Yes.
I should start serenading them when they say things about me. But seriously, though, I truly don't care either. I could care less. I am so secure in this little life I have. I am so happy with who I am. I've built this. I've created this. If you don't like it, I'm so sorry. I do. I like me. And I know you're the same way. You like yourself.
They don't understand. What they don't understand is, if I wasn't yelling, I wouldn't have 200. I'm almost at 200,000. 200,000 followers. I wouldn't have.
Guys, go log on and follow him. Seriously.
I'm 2,600 away.
Almost
200,000
followers.
2,600
And
away.
aren't you on like 1 million hits this week? Didn't you do something crazy for like
2 weeks ago?
2 weeks
I
ago.
gained 10,000 followers in one day.
By what was that you put out?
I did a video went to 2 million.
Yeah, the 2 million
I can't
video.
even remember the video.
No, it was the little girl in New York.
Yes, it's the little girl in New York. That's
I
right.
don't want to get too serious, but can you tell me real quick what happened with that? She was riding her bike with her cousins. They were on some little getaway. The guy took her.
Oh,
Did anything happen to her?
I pray to God not.
We don't know yet.
My gut tells me.
Yes.
You know, because they did an article yesterday about it, and they said she doesn't want to be defined as a kidnapper and being kidnapped her whole life. But let me tell you what happened.
Yeah.
We'll start from the beginning.
All right, let's get into it.
Her family,
We're gonna actually really
talk about
something. This is a crime show, if you don't know, psychological crime.
We just
show.
haven't talked about crime in about 2 months.
No, it's been 3, Danny. It's been 3 months. Oh, you didn't do a freaking rant today.
Oh, I did.
Oh, we're all off.
All right, we'll talk about this, and then we'll do the rant right after.
Because I have a rant.
And then we'll both do a rant, and then we'll get Jason the second half. We're good.
Okay.
All right.
Let's do this.
Okay.
That's our scripting. We're good.
All right.
All right.
Listen, this is what happened with her. Her family goes to a campground in upstate New York.
Okay.
I honestly, I've been to upstate New York 50 times.
Like
I don't
where
know about
upstate New
you.
York? Monticello area?
I think it was in that area.
Okay.
Like that Lake George area stuff.
Beautiful area.
Well, we used to go up there all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I would live in upstate New York if it wasn't so much snow and all that crap. I
Yeah.
don't like that.
Yeah, I don't.
But
like
I think I love upstate New York.
Yeah,
I think it's
yeah,
absolutely
Lake George
beautiful.
is beautiful.
That
yeah.
Lake Champlain, all that
Oh
stuff.
yeah,
I used to fish Lake Champlain, then the Finger Lakes, Cayuga
the
Lakes.
Finger Lakes.
I went
Oh,
all
the
them.
horse racing's up in the Finger Lakes.
Yes.
There's a lot of horse racing.
Yeah, of course. I think Saratoga.
Saratoga.
Right? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. See how we get off things? We're talking
I
about
know.
crime, right to horse racing.
I know because
We're Italian. It goes right to gambling. It goes right to this.
I have been so good with my gambling. Just so you know, I went to Laughlin one time, but just so you know, guys, I have been good
I have.
gambling. You haven't.
But,
Okay.
but anyway, so her family goes camping up in this area, and this is a beautiful area to camp. Dawn will tell you,
Yes,
upstate New York
beautiful.
is absolutely beautiful. She's going around the campground on her bike with her other friends, and then she tells her parents, I'm going to go for one last ride. And she goes by herself this time.
And she's on a little bike, like
Yeah.
a kid bike.
Never
Okay.
comes home. Never comes back to the campground. They do search parties, this and that. This idiot, thank God he's an idiot. Thank God he's a dumbass. Okay? And he goes, and the police surveillance the parents' home, and he goes to the mailbox and puts a ransom note in the mailbox while the police are surveillancing the house.
When the fingerprints right on there.
Fingerprints on there. So in
Okay.
8 hours, they surveillance him. They get the fingerprint back. They hit him. They hit the camper. He's living in a camper behind his mother's house, and he had her in a cabinet. He put her in a cabinet. Honestly, Don, I'm sorry. I can't control.
No,
I
I
would-
saw your TikTok. You were
I
about
would-
to blow. I
seriously,
saw it. He was
I-
pissed. Yeah, I wouldn't even text like you good because I didn't. Yeah,
Don, if I walked in there and I saw that little girl in a cabinet,
yeah,
I'm going to jail.
yeah.
I'm going
Yeah.
to jail. I'll take my lumps. I'll take whatever. That guy's getting a punch in the mouth. I
Yeah.
mean, he is.
Yeah.
The chills are going right through me because I could feel it.
Yeah.
But anyway, now they're looking at him. There was a missing girl in 2003 and 2005. They were both found murdered up in that area. They're looking at him for this now. So they're looking at him for other murders, this
Yeah.
guy, and other kidnappings.
Wow.
But he asked the parents for ransom. I mean, you saw that guy. Look at him.
So let me ask you, majority of the time in law enforcement, did you see people that were second-time offenders? So this is not rare. Like, okay, this guy takes this little girl, whatever happened, we don't know. But he most likely has done this before. He's not, at his age, he wouldn't be the first-time offender, right?
Listen, I'm telling you right now, anybody that does a crime against children should go to jail for the rest of their life because they're never going to be rehabilitated.
Okay.
Never.
I agree.
They're
Yeah.
never going to be, they do it
Yeah.
over and over to get out of jail. They do it right out. I had a guy who went to jail for 20 years, gets out, his parole officer lets us know he's living in town, molests 5 kids in our town within 6 months of being out of
I
jail.
think you told me that. Well, the thing is, guys, that these people aren't getting the psychological help that they need. They're not
Right.
bringing them to psychologists, psychiatrists, and people to get them help. They're locking them up with other people just like that.
Yep.
They're letting them out to reoffend. So there's got to be a system put in place that forces them for psychological help. People don't change with psychological help. Trauma, no one's going to change unless they get that kind of help. So what do they expect? So to let out a molester or, a serial killer, which they never do, but if they did, it's only going to happen again. So you do believe this guy is probably guilty.
Yes.
You don't want to speculate, but he probably is guilty.
He's 100% guilty.
Okay.
I don't know about the murders.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think they're looking into murders just because of how creepy this was,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they're thinking this might be the suspect. So I
How
don't know
many
about the
hours
murders.
did he have the little girl for?
I think it was like overnight. I
Oh,
think it's just.
shit.
I think
Yeah.
it was a day.
Yeah.
I pray to God that they only. Here's the good news. So far, they only charge him with kidnapping.
Okay, but
No
is that
sexual
also
assault,
is that also
anything.
to protect her, just like you said, because they may not leak that to the
No,
media?
they would put that.
Would they put that?
Yeah,
Okay.
they just would not release her name usually, but we already know her name because she was kidnapped. Do you know what I mean? They usually don't release the victim's name.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So
So unfortunate.
I hope and pray that didn't happen.
Do you know what kind of rehabilitation that little girl's going to need to even live in a functional environment? Once you steal someone's safety, it's over. It takes decades to grab your safety back when you've been traumatized. And some people say, no, I'm fine. That stuff will resurface again, no matter what that looks like, especially on a small child if that happens to you.
Right.
And let's say she wasn't sexually assaulted, just being taken and the threat and the being terrified to, am I going to get back to my mom? Am I going to get back to my dad? Will I ever see my friends again? These little minds probably couldn't even cope and understand what was happening to her. To rehabilitate that he should go to jail for the rest of his life. Even if he just did take her and put her in a cabinet, that level of trauma, it could be fixed, but it's going to take her her whole life.
If that was my kid,
Yeah.
I'm being honest now.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of people that say I'd do this, I'd do that, and wouldn't do it. No, I would do it.
Oh, I believe you.
I
oh,
would
I know.
spend
I know.
my whole entire life till
Yeah.
I killed that person.
Yeah.
I'm telling you the truth. I would do whatever. I would hire people in prison to kill him. I would do whatever I can. That man would not live. If they did that to my kid, the man would not live. My life would be over too, but I would kill that man. I'm telling you straight
I
up.
actually had that kind of dad. I had that kind of
I
father.
would kill him.
Yeah, I had that kind of father, so I grew up with that, knowing that. And then I that put me into adulthood too. My safety is so important, and that somebody will fight for me. Somebody will, and the scary part is not everybody has that. We don't know what kind of family the little girl had. Did she have so much support prior to getting taken, or was she from? We don't know any of that.
And if I did that, I would say about 90% chance that I'd be found not guilty by a jury of my peers. I would tell them my daughter was molested, my daughter was kidnapped, and I killed that son of a bitch, and I'm telling you, that jury would find me not guilty.
Well, do you know there's a couple of there are a
I'm telling you
couple
right
of
now.
cases out there like that?
I know
There
one.
was the one with the little. You do.
The
Is
guy
it
that shot
boy?
the guy in the airport, did you see that one?
No, I'm talking about a little boy that was molested and they let the father go.
No.
He choked the dude out.
No, I
Yeah,
didn't
he
see
just
that.
straight up choked the dude out that went and did that to his son.
Back in the 80s, there was a guy, his son was molested. They got the guy in another state, so they had to go and take him by airplane to bring him back to this state to do charges. When he was walking through the airport with the cops, guy pretended he was on a telephone booth, turned around, shot him right in the head in the airport, killed him.
Hell yeah.
That's on YouTube.
Hell yeah.
You can get that on YouTube. He waited.
Yeah.
The father waited. He had it, and the cop, as soon as he killed him, the cop looked at him and knew him.
Yeah.
And he said, "Jim, why'd you do this?" I mean, killed him right there, shot him right in the head. And you know what? I loved it.
I don't know.
I loved it.
I've got to be honest with you. Thank God that has not happened to someone that I loved.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that I could not do that. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if I can live like waking up and going to sleep and just living a life knowing that someone did that to someone that I loved or took someone from me.
Right.
I'm not a vengeful person, but I'm really protective. It's in my nature.
Me too.
To be I'm protective of people that I love. I'm protective, so I don't know that I would not be able to do that. I don't know that I wouldn't. I'd be that chick in court, like, oh yeah, like he's in the middle of saying his sorry to the judge, and I'd be like,
Oh, I'm running up. Yes, I'm
Right?
attacking him. Yes,
Yes.
I'm attacking him. I would think I was going to the witness stand, and I'd go right at him. I'm telling you, I can't control myself. There's my emotions. My emotions are, and I think it's an Italian thing too. And we have a bad tempers. We're nice people, but we have very bad
And
tempers.
it's also the way we were raised too. I think in my generation, like I would get in trouble if someone picked on me in school and I came home and said I got picked on by someone. My dad would look at me crooked. What happened? You didn't beat someone's ass? Like someone picked on my child? Like you have more respect than that. So no, I'm taught to fight back. Like nowadays it doesn't work because I'll be in the bank parking lot like my age old as shit ready to fight a 90-year-old because she took my spot. Like I don't do that. I'm just kidding. Anyway.
I was taught the same thing.
Yeah.
I was
You
taught
hit
to
back.
fight
It's
back.
not
Yes.
good, but I was taught to fight back. So I've been
So was
fighting
I.
back my whole life. I don't. I've got to stop now because like I'm getting older and I can't be doing that. But I was taught. Like,
Yeah, me too. I get my ass
Yeah.
kicked now.
Yeah.
But I would still fight.
Yeah. I don't even know about if I get my ass kicked. I think I just mouthy people.
See,
are
here's the
scared.
thing. I'm old, so I'd lose my... I think I could still fight, but I would have to end the fight in the first 5 seconds. Because I'd lose air, Because you're old.
Your stamina.
Yeah, your stamina's
You'd be like,
not
hold
there.
on,
I'd have to
winded.
win the fight in the
Hold on,
first
give me a
10 seconds.
second.
Yeah, I can't fight for 20 seconds. You know what I mean?
Actually, when we come back, I think she gave us a commercial break real
Yeah.
quick. Yeah, she gave us a
Do
commercial
you want to
break.
talk about...
I do.
All right.
I knew what you were going to say, but I wanted the Israeli. What's going on? in Israel
I'm
right now.
warning you all. This ain't going to be good.
It's guys. You're going to want to tune into this. This is some serious stuff. I know we've been lighthearted so far. Not really, because we're talking about how much we hate everything. But
And how I'm going to kill people.
anyway, okay. We'll be back after this commercial break. But guys, we have some serious stuff to talk about, and it's kind of sad. So please tune back in, see what we have to say. But of course, Danny and I will try to make light of it. Vegas Views, be right back.
Traditional TV is going away. Hollywood is starting to fade. People are demanding real stories from real people. Our voices are now being heard in our own way. Podcasts, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok Live are becoming the norm. Internet TV has now reached the highest demand in human history. Social media shows is now the new media of the century.
Hello, everyone. This is Joseph Skoda with Social Media Shows. Well, I thank all of you for your support through these last several years, and it's been a lot of fun. We've given people a voice they never had before. Now, Social Media Shows is always collaborating with our veterans to help them do things and help out the veterans who are struggling today. And we teamed up with GI Connections, connecting veterans with resources. So please consider helping and donating to this great cause because we're always doing things for veterans. So GI Connections, Social Media Shows, and you is what makes the world a better place. Once again, Joseph Skoda, proud United States Air Force veteran.
Welcome back, Vegas Views. Dawn Sullivan, Danny Miner, Nomads. Okay, Danny.
Listen, I'm going to warn you. You're going to hear stuff that be cancelable. Cancelable. Am I saying that? Cancelable.
Yeah.
Because we are going to go off here.
Yeah.
Believe me.
Yeah.
So, Dawn, we had what I seen this week was horrible. It was horrible. Yeah. We talked a little bit. I kept turning the channel. I couldn't watch it.
Yeah.
What happened in Israel. It kills me.
I don't know for you guys at home watching wherever you're watching right now, if you don't know what's going on between Israel and Palestine, it is absolutely insane. Israel is being completely bombed, destroyed, disheveled. There's no other real words that I can use that can explain what is going on there. It is absolutely disgusting. You have some people in Palestine that say that the people in Israel deserve this type of treatment. This is all over land, just so you guys
I know.
have an understanding. So many people are calling this a religious war. It has nothing to do with the religion of either party. This is everything to do with the land. And this is dating back so long ago. It's almost as if, my opinion is almost as if the Palestine people don't realize that we've evolved for a few hundred years into human beings that don't do this to each other, but the stuff that they're doing is just uncalled for. Terrorism is one thing, but this is out of control. This is, Danny, tell them.
Listen, I'm going to tell you my rant. My rant is for the squad. AOC and her two little buddies. Okay? And you know who they are. If you go into politics, I think you know who they are.
Yeah.
They have a Palestine flag hanging outside their office, in the rep's office out there in Washington. Okay? Who are these three girls? Okay? Why do they do this? Why do they hate America? Why do they have our young kids hate America? Because all three of them do. For them to do this when Israel got devastated. Listen, AOC, I'm for everybody's rights. I'm going to march. I'm going to do this. I'm for female rights. And then I see I see a girl laying dead in a truck. Blood all over her. Another girl, blood all over her, throwing her. They're raping people. They're murdering children. They killed old people in wheelchairs. And I have AOC sticking up for them. I have AOC, who is all about fucking rights, sticking up for them. It's BS. It's total BS. I don't care that I'm cursing.
Do you know?
These three women should not be Congress people in our United States government. They're enemies of our country.
They should be dropped.
And that's what they are.
Today. They should be dropped today.
It makes me sick that they're doing this. And this whole woke BS is out of control. You know, you would think seeing women and children murdered and raped would bring us all together. No. The woke bullshit is still going on. They're still sticking up for everything. It's ridiculous.
Do you know, this morning I heard something. This was so tragic and this made my heart so sad. And I thought about you and I said, oh, he's probably going to be on one over this. I don't know if you heard this, but they actually killed a couple of young girls and then made the father watch while 16 and 17-year-old boys were sexually assaulting the girls and then had just killed the father.
Yeah, how's that, AOC? Let's hang the Palestine flag up in our halls of the U.S. government.
Yeah.
I tell you what, they make me sick. All three of them girls make me sick. They've ruined this country because they brainwashed our young kids believing their BS. Okay? She cried at the border when Trump was there. Oh, look at their cages. Oh, it's such a lie. I can't stand it. And now the border is 50 times worse. Where's your tears now, AOC? Where are they? It's BS and people believe it. Dawn, it's just a show. I can't stand stand it. I'm sorry.
I think the
I'm sorry,
fantastic,
can't
I think the
stand it.
fantastic thing about you coming out with this, though, because not many people do. Not many people come out with this. I bet you, if you're on TikTok or any kind of media and you're saying, "What is this guy talking about?" If you do the research to what Danny's talking about, he's 100% accurate and right. But that's not what's in media right now. What's in media right now is the Palestinians are saying, "Oh, we've been treated so poorly for so many years by the Israeli people," and then the Israeli people are now we're watching live what's going on. But you're absolutely right, 100% right. When America gets involved in any way, shape, or form, we really need to be careful what we're doing. We need to be careful. It is not okay what's happening. It is not humane. It is disgusting. It's almost not human what they're doing over there. Do you know they're going into people's houses 16, 17 deep? Now imagine this in America. Actually, I want to tell you something funny. I was just on the phone on my way here, and I was talking to a friend of mine, and he said to me, that wouldn't happen. And I said, well, you can't say that. What if they come 16, 17 deep?
Here?
And yeah. I'd blow, you would blow these people up.
You know what people are saying online? Start getting your guns.
Absolutely.
People are buying
100%.
guns up.
Absolutely.
Bring it. We're ready. You want to come to our country? I'm ready to die. Right here. Come. I'm ready to die. I'll come.
Danny. Fuck. Danny.
I'm telling you.
You know
You want to come
how
to our
I
country?
am
Come on.
about safety and psychologically, and now he's inviting them to kill me. Okay, I'll say it. I stand by Danny. Bring it. I got my own gun. I'd shoot the shit out of someone.
Don, I'm telling you, that's something that
I'd kick him.
people will say to me, are you willing to go over there and fight? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Give me a gun. I'll go over there and fight. Yes, I am. I'm willing to die for this. Because this is all bullshit. Okay? Over land. It's total, and you're going to rape and kill women. They murdered people, old people in wheelchairs.
Well, what they did, do you know they went into old age homes? That's what they did with people with dementia that don't even know what the fuck is going on. These older people, they have dementia, they don't know what's going on. They're taking them out and kidnapping them. Then there was a music festival. This is this morning. I think at 6:30 this morning, our time. There was a music festival, and you see them taking away women and men and kidnapping them and just putting them in cars and driving them away from this music festival. Like, you're just going to be kidnapped and killed, and it's just okay, and then this is just going to be considered a form of terrorism. That's what they're going to say.
Right.
They're going to say it's a form of terrorism. It's not. It's not. They're just not humane people killing and raping other people. This is sick shit.
I can't believe
Let
our
me ask you,
country's
where do you
divided
think,
on this.
I was just going to say, where do you think America's going to go with this? Because this isn't going to end, and America's going to have to step in. We're a bunch of
The left is
nosy
already pushing for Palestine. The left is already doing it. MSNBC, that Joy Reid, she's an enemy to this country also. She's an enemy to this country. She's another one. Oh, Palestine, what about what Israel's doing? They went to Israel and raped their women and children and killed them. What are you not understanding? I just don't get it. I don't get this left. They hate our country. They're teaching our kids to hate our country. They're ruining this country. I said what I said. I'm sick of yous. The world's sick of yous. The other countries are laughing at us because of you. You made us weak. You put a banana in office. The guy's a banana. I mean, come on. Huh. How do I get out of here, Don? How do I get out of here? How do I get out of here? I mean, come on.
Can I
Come on.
Can I
The
stop
man
you?
has nothing. And we're in the middle of a friggin' war.
This is a meme. It's going.
Oh
this is
my
gonna
God.
get 1 million views. I know it. Okay. Can I ask you?
You were warned before you put me on the show.
I know what I got myself into. I said, you know what? I need a really good co-host. Someone crazier than me, and this is the one person I can find that was crazier than me was Danny. And I said, let's do this. I was up for the challenge. So let me ask you, banana. You just called President Joe Biden a banana. But you also put a TikTok up this week. I did not know you worked for Joe. You had security with Joe. I was shocked. I was like, oh, shit. He's watching your back.
It's replaying the.
We're on a 3-second delay. We're live right now. And so Danny's watching your back. Lizzie is shit. That looks funny.
Listen, I did guard Joe Biden.
You did.
Yes. And honestly, he was nice, but he was with it back then.
Yeah.
He was with it. And listen, it's not his fault. It's not his
No,
fault.
it's not.
He's old. It's not his fault. We're all going to get there someday. I blame his wife, the Democratic Party. How does his wife let him embarrass himself like that? Like, I told Olivia's 15 years younger than me. I said, when I get to that point, please pull me away. If I'm still on TikTok and I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, get me off there. I mean, come on.
She's going to start to do that this week.
Yes.
Get an Olivia, start pulling
deer in the headlights.
No, the funniest thing was that new meme that they're coming out, and this was legitimate. He was talking about
Yes, the dog.
what's the one with the dog? I don't know the one with the dog.
They interviewed him. I don't know if they interviewed him about this war that's going on.
Oh, when he goes,
He goes, "Oh, we talk about not saving the dog from the water, but pushing the dog in the water." My president of the United States is a freaking war going on. He's talking about pushing a dog in the water. He's a banana. And you people, oh yeah, it's great. It's great. The economy's great. Who the F? Maybe there's stupid people out there, but I'm not stupid. The economy's not good.
my production manager can't breathe. She just fell on the floor.
God.
She's hysterical laughing because this was so funny. No, but he's passionate. This is real to you. This is very
Listen,
real
should
to
we
you.
calm this down because we just had somebody come in the
No.
studio. We got to bring him on.
Oh, but he's louder than you. Bring him. Come on, Jason. That's how Jason comes.
We got somebody because they have to calm me down.
Yeah.
I'm a little
Jason.
nervous walking into this situation for a moment there.
Jason, don't be nervous.
Should I be on the other side, out of arm's reach?
Yeah.
Or- yeah.
No, he's okay. You're not some politician. You'll be fine.
No, we've been through this before, him and I. So
Yeah.
we know how to dance. Yeah.
Okay.
She
You look
knows.
great,
He
by the
knows
way.
I'm
The
not.
boots, fantastic.
You like the boots?
Yes.
Thank you.
absolutely.
I thought they were a little bit. They look backwards because the inside's here.
Well, it looks like you have extra pants you can pull up if it
Yeah.
gets cold. You just hike those right back up.
Oh my
from the
god, I
bottom
didn't
there.
even think that.
Yeah,
Okay,
there you
thank
go.
you. You look fantastic
It's
yourself. I
survivors.
haven't seen you in a couple of weeks.
I'm regular, Glenn. Maybe not as regular guy as Danny. You know,
Yeah.
I thought about, do I wear jeans anymore? No. That's why I moved back to Las Vegas.
Oh, you're back!
Yes, I am.
Oh my
now
god!
back.
Give me a high five
Yes.
for good. So you're here,
Yep.
Colorado to here.
Yep.
Awesome.
Wife's here. We're good. Everything is good.
Yep. Everything is getting pieced
I
together.
love this.
I'm getting my feet
Oh, so
under
he's
me.
got to go on the boat with us then.
Oh yeah, when we
Now
go to
we
the
all
boat,
gotta go on the
definitely,
boat.
definitely.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
all about the water. That's really
Yeah.
for one of the main
Oh, I
reasons I came
know.
back.
You guys
yeah.
are. Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
100%.
That's exciting.
So Jason, what do you think it is?
First and
I know you're not
foremost-
going to be as loud as me, but
No, I'm going to try not to escalate here. First and foremost, it is the most horrific acts going on right
Yeah.
now. That violence, that ferocity, that savagery cannot be overlooked.
Yeah.
But what's happening already is people sit with it for an hour. People are sitting with it for a
Yeah.
day, and then they can easily go, yes, they killed all those people and raped them, murdered them. Yeah, but here's the issue. No, there's no yeah, but
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah.
Yes, the Palestine issue, the dispute over that has been going on for decades,
Mhm.
and that is complicated,
Sure.
all right? But the Palestinians are one thing. Hamas and
Oh, uh-huh.
Iran and
Yes.
everything else
Yes.
over there is what matters now.
Yes.
They all bets are off. They crossed the line.
Mhm.
This despicable, and yes, you're right, less than human. They abdicated their humanity
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
when they commit acts like this.
Yeah.
That's it.
So
They're-
tell us about Hamas. For the people that don't know, in the studio audience right now, Hamas, they are more so a terrorist group.
100%.
Yes. Okay.
they're like ISIS, right? Same
They're-
thing.
They're
Yes.
same thing as ISIS.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
again,
So-
they've been recognized long before Al Qaeda
Yeah.
and ISIS and all those other ones. They've been at this for decades,
yeah.
and they're continually being fed into and supported by all the other little Middle East factions and governments
Yeah.
and tribes that have something to gain from that instability.
Yeah.
And that's been going on for generations.
What is your opinion on America right now getting involved?
Because of all the animosity, because of all of the ties and the links and all the complications of it, America's a mess already.
Yeah.
To get involved with that is only going to exacerbate so many other situations. Now, is it right or is it wrong? Righteousness, by all means, that has to be stopped. No,
Yeah.
I like what Israel's already declared. That's it. We've had it. We're going to move all the way through. And
Yeah.
Bottom line is get it done.
Hmm.
Enough is enough is enough.
Yeah.
All right, just finish it off. Put an end to those organizations. Just wipe them out. I
Yeah.
mean, I've facetiously joked for a time in the past. Just turn the whole thing into glass. Bomb the shit out of the entire region.
Get rid of them. Wipe them out.
Melt the sand. Just enough is enough.
Are you Italian?
No, that's
Oh.
one of the very few that
Because
I
he's
don't
like
have
wipe
in
him
me.
out. I'm like, oh, he's like us. Just get rid of them. You know.
But by all means, I'm just as passionate in so many ways. When you, I don't even want to see vividly what they have done.
I can't
It is
either. I had to
horrific.
turn it off.
It's-
I had to turn
it's
it off.
Absolutely, and again, it is subhuman. It
Yeah.
is savage. It is animal.
Yeah.
Could you imagine both of you? Could you imagine if a family member of yours was kidnapped right now by you?
Oh hell no.
Donna,
Nope.
Donna, I don't even know what them people are going through. And then you have assholes like the squad doing what they're doing. Makes me sick.
Yeah.
You know, and I watched an episode the other day of a politician saying, when you're teaching your children to hate your country,
Yeah.
what's going to happen to this country?
Yeah.
We're teaching our kids that this country's horrible and it's this and it's that. And these kids are believing it. They're growing up to hate it. We were taught to love this country. These kids are growing up to hate it because of these people.
Also, this, guys, let's just get onto the psychology for a second with this. Do you really, truly understand? Okay, the rapes, the murders, all this stuff that is horrific, that is inhumane, let's throw it to the side for 1 second and think the survivors of this, small children that are anywhere, in any age group, that are seeing and witnessing and feeling this trauma and terror of running and hiding and surviving like this, they again will never ever be okay. There is so much trauma that is linked to fear, and I just said it before with that other situation. Safety is a number one key as a small person, and when you're little, safety is, how do I keep myself safe? How do I keep myself regulated and okay? There's no safety. They will grow up in a life of no safety, and we know what happens to people that grow up in the life of no safety. They usually end up doing drugs. They usually end up alcoholism. They usually end up in those positions because they're just not safe and okay where they're at.
I'll go one further. That's absolutely right, but I'll go one further. In that region, over the history, 60, 80, 100 years of this type of strife and conflict, all of those children, all those generations that grow up in this sort of a situation, they're right on the edge the rest of their life.
Yes.
They get pushed. And where do you think those fighters in Hamas were come from?
Exactly.
You're right.
There you go.
You're right.
Were the first put upon.
Yeah.
A generation ago with all of this.
So it's
ugliness.
almost being programmed to
It
be
is.
this way.
That's the
That is
environment
so
that they
sad.
become
Yeah.
cultivated in.
Yeah.
And so all it takes is one more little nudge,
Yeah.
and they're the ones strapping a bomb on their chest.
Yeah.
So it's a horrible situation, and yeah, it's less than human. We're really just undercutting what makes us.
Yeah, and I have to agree with Danny, though. I do not like the way America's handling it.
It's
I don't
horrible.
like the way.
Well, don't worry. Our president, he's at a barbecue. He's eating rice pudding at a barbecue. The way everything's falling apart. He's at a barbecue. He's eating his little rice pudding because that's all he could eat.
I didn't say that. Danny did. It's not like Danny and Dawn. They attach us. But I'm like, okay, I did not call the president a banana. Where's my camera?
It's right here.
It's that one? Oh my God, I'm looking this way the whole time. I'm on both cameras? Okay. Oh my God, I don't even know where my camera is.
He is. He's at a barbecue. He's at a barbecue. I seriously, I can't take it.
Can I ask you guys a question? What do you guys think if Trump was in office right now? What would have happened? What would have been going on?
I hate to say this. I can't say it wouldn't happen, but I think people are a little more afraid of Trump. And he didn't do anything. Think about it. He bombed nobody. He didn't do anything when he was in office. He didn't start any wars. But I think when you have somebody crazy, like me, if I was the president of the United States, people would be afraid of me.
They wouldn't do anything. They would just like stay still until Danny's out because, this is not a good scene.
Somebody in my comments said, I wish you were president of the United States.
I've said that before.
You
I wish
don't,
you
though.
were.
You don't, though.
I
Because
do.
the day I heard that this happened, I'd bomb the shit out of Iran. I would have, within 30 seconds, I would have bombed the hell out of them. I would have bombed Palestine. I'd have bombed everybody I thought was involved. Because I'm emotional. I'm not going to sit there and say, I wonder what happened. I'm just going to bomb people. I can't be president because I'm crazy.
I got a personal question. Have you always been this emotional? Like even as a cop, were you, and a detective, were you this emotional?
Yeah.
So you have been passionate about like all of this. Yeah.
I can't act any other way. I mean, it's just...
So I've asked you this
Well,
question.
the perfect guy to guard the vice president or the politicians when they come in. Yeah.
Yeah, but I've asked you this question so many times, and I've went back and watched this, and you've beat around the bush a million times because you won't answer this question.
Go ahead.
So he's a guy because I know I'm about to lie to her again.
Go ahead.
You know he's gonna lie to me again. I know where you come from, man. Okay, so you're this passionate over stuff like this, right? You have done detective work. You're back and forth with somebody. You're trying to get the truth out of them. You know whether, I don't know, you had DNA back then?
Am I who?
Did you have DNA back then?
When I first became a cop, no.
But eventually,
we did. Yeah, of
So
course.
you know this guy is the murderer, the killer, the
Yeah.
rapist, or whatever, and you're telling me with your emotion, you were not sitting across from them like, turn off the camera, I got something to do.
No, I was the
He's a
top-
liar.
I swear to
He's
you.
so full of
Listen,
shit.
if you go back and ask all the cops in my thing, I killed people with kindness in interviews. I made them my
So
friend.
this passion and this anger, if someone did something, how did you contain yourself to not beat his ass?
I was able to do it.
I wonder if some of this is
That's a
just
lie.
all spilling out over years of containing it. Maybe all of this opportunity, now that he's away from the job, he can just let it all out and
Yeah.
just really beat on somebody.
Yeah, I
you
want
know?
those are the stories I want from you, Danny. I want to see that passion because I know how passionate you are. You're screaming it, but I want to hear that one time where you're like, yeah, nah, this rapist was like, yeah, I did it, and you were like, I turned off that camera, and then tell me the goods. That's what I want to know.
Listen, if you go back to the towns I was a cop in, people loved me. I know
I can
you.
see that.
I know you.
No,
people
I can see
love
that.
me.
Yeah.
I was a good cop because I talked to everybody. I went out there. I BS. I went to the bad neighborhoods. Talked to everybody in the bad neighborhoods. Everybody knew me. I was not a bad cop. I swear to you guys.
Okay.
I swear
You
to you.
had the chubby cheeks. That probably endeared you to
Yes.
people a little bit.
Yes.
You know, that's
Yes.
a little
Yes.
safer, a little more friendly.
Yes.
I just think Danny was like mafia cop, and he's full of shit. I do. I think he was like sticking
Or-
people in trunks.
Or maybe
I'm like,
a
they've never
secret
to be seen
vigilante
again.
at night. He puts
Yeah.
a mask on and
Jason,
goes out.
this is what happened. I'll tell Jason really quick the story that she gets iffy about me. We had this guy that was arrested. One of our cops went with a prostitute. She stole his gun. She stole the gun, right?
Wait,
So-
and this prostitute was also her mom was also sleeping with the same cop.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
this cop.
So that it was a duo.
And listen, I want to update this story. He actually he ended up getting arrested. They arrested him. I forgot about that. Somebody just told me that the other day. So he got arrested, and then he moved to Vegas, and there was a warrant for his arrest. That cop.
Is
I
it you?
No,
I'm
that
just
cop that
kidding.
one with the. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
kidding. I'm
I
kidding.
swear to you, there's actually a warrant. That somebody called me the other day and told me, yeah, there was a warrant out for his arrest. They actually charged him.
With that.
Yeah, the DA's office charged him for going with the prostitute.
Wow.
I never knew this. And I remember I told the girl, this is what I told the girl. I said, if that gun comes back, we're not going to arrest anybody. And Dawn thought that was like mafia.
It is. No.
But see, what I didn't add to the story, and I should have added to it, is that the DA was involved in this.
Oh, so
So-
you weren't like
No!
you weren't side hustling
No!
like, listen, girl, if that
No.
comes back,
We-
da-da-da-da-da.
It was the police department's gun, so we were the victim. So we could choose if we're going to press charges or not.
Gotcha.
So we went to the
All
DA,
right.
and the DA was afraid she was going to sell the gun on the streets.
Yeah.
And that gun, a police gun, would be out there on the streets.
Yeah.
So the DA, we were all involved that if she just gives us his gun back, we're not going to charge her.
Okay.
But he did get charged. But I know you think that I did like a side.
Yeah, I thought he side
But after
hustled.
I listened to it online, I thought, it did sound kind of mafia.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought he side hustled and said to this lady, hey, you give the gun back, we'll be all right. And then it's all of a sudden Danny comes back, got the gun, and then everyone's like, yay, Danny got the gun. And I'm like, all right.
Listen, but
Gotcha.
I really,
Makes
Jason,
sense now.
I'm very emotional. I am, but honestly, I was a very nice cop. I really was.
Oh, I can see that. You're kind.
I
Yeah.
became the chief of police of a small town,
Yeah.
and the reason I was not the best cop.
Yeah.
My buddy was the best cop. I mean, he was by far not even close. He was 10 times better cop than me.
Yeah.
But everybody in the community liked me.
Yeah.
That's why I became the chief. But I controlled my emotions when I was a cop.
Did you?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, there was times I want to get that guy. You know what I mean?
So
But-
it's all coming out now for TikTok. All those impressed emotions, you're like, now I can say it.
I didn't want to get fired. You know, I needed a
Fire,
job. I had 3
lawsuits,
kids.
you know,
Yes.
prosecutions, you know,
Yes.
you got to hold it together. Now you can let it all out.
Yes.
That's cool.
I-
Okay. All right, so I don't think you're a mafia cop anymore. I was just trying to sift through and see if you were crooked. Because I know some crooked cops. I know them. I just had a suspicion.
2-minute break in 2 minutes? 10 minutes left?
2-minute break. We're gonna have 10 minutes more.
Okay, good.
Oh,
We have
that's
at least
good.
10 more minutes.
Yeah.
Could we maybe talk about something fun second half? Maybe UFOs or something like that? Because I got some crazy crap.
Thrilled.
Crazy crap.
Thrilled. Let's do UFOs.
All right.
Yeah, I'm
We'll do
thrilled.
the last 10 minutes. You got to calm me down because I've been very upset.
Yeah, I
this-
get worried about you. I'm not kidding,
Bunnies,
Danny.
flowers, butterflies. All right, it's a beautiful day out. There you go.
See, Jason, I
Yeah.
like it. Yeah.
Free.
Musa.
Musa.
Yeah, you need some yoga in your life, Danny. Danny, you want to
Yoga,
come do
right?
yoga with
Yeah,
me?
you ready?
Are we on break?
Not yet.
Okay, we're going on break. We're a mess show, but we still have high ratings even though we're a mess.
We're the number one show.
The number one show.
Freaking mess.
Danny's going to get into some yoga pants and start meditating.
Danny, will you guys come to yoga?
Wait a
with me?
second, I'm Joe Biden. Is the show over?
I go to
Is the show over? Where's the show?
I can't.
Actually, a yellow yoga pants. It's the whole banana thing.
Yeah, we'll do yellow yoga
Yes,
pants.
Danny in
epic.
yellow yoga pants.
So
Ready to
guys,
go
we
out,
have
yeah.
lake meet plans and yoga plans. You guys are
Alright.
gonna do great in yoga, especially you, Jason. I don't know. He
I
might
love
start
yoga.
screaming
I
at
do True
everyone.
Fusion since I got back here. Yeah.
This
Well,
show is so good.
You're so tan. You
Am I?
are, yeah. Compared to
Oh,
me,
yeah,
Mike
yeah.
and I are white. You're so
Oh.
tan.
Well, he's Italian.
I'm not Italian too, but I'm Russian. Did you know that?
See that I can see. That
I
can
could see that.
Yeah.
Then I'm Russian.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, I see that right away. I do, yes.
Are we rolling?
All right.
Do you
We're
guys
taking a break.
Now,
We'll be
right into
back.
this, guys. Do you think I'm Russian? What do you think I am? Because I know exactly what I am. Guys, write in. Tell me what you think I am. Okay.
Okay,
Really?
a Russian,
You
an
see
Italian, and an Irishman walk into the studio.
that? You're Irish?
Okay. Mostly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know exactly what you are?
I'm Italian and Polish, yeah.
Italian, Polish. She told me that.
And it's legit. We picked that 23.
Take us out.
Yeah, we are out. We're done, right?
Yes. This old dude here is down in the 89101 with the pimps, hookers, and crackheads. I have the ass of a 16-year-old boy. So, get you some cheesecake. I had to watch porn at the office. They paid me to watch porn at the office. Up is down, black is white, porn is good again! Hooray, porn! Official name and title is Captain Chris Cookie Cook, the Cook County Chili Cook and comedic curmudgeon, captivating crowds from coast to coast.
Got Films is a full-service production company that provides motion picture quality content and production services for use in the film and TV industry. Looking for a seasoned crew, high-quality equipment, or other production services for your film, TV, commercial, corporate convention, sports, news, or interview project? Your search stops here. Some of our projects include NASCAR, American Restoration, Pawn Stars, Counting Cars, Top Chef, BattleBots, Forge and Fire, and Street Outlaws. We have also produced over 60 feature films and documentaries. We're ready for all your needs. Whatever your project, whatever your budget, big or small, Got Films got you. GotFilms.com.
Welcome back, Vegas Views. Dawn Sullivan, Danny Money. Today we have Jason with us. We are the #1 show in Las Vegas right now. Keep on watching, keep on supporting. Today has been nuts. Let me just tell you. Oh, #1. I'm like,
Number one!
I
Not you
thought
guys
you
giving the
were-
middle
oh my
finger.
God,
Yeah.
he was like
I
fucking.
wasn't sure about that either.
Yeah,
I was doing
#1
this-
show.
I was
in all
doing this
Las
to the
Vegas.
banana!
Can you believe? I gotta ask you guys real quick. That's funny. I gotta ask you guys real quick. Can you believe we're the #1 show? We have no plans, no script, nothing.
No, I just come in here and yell.
I just. I come here and it starts every week, Jason. And I look at
Anybody
Danny.
can just kind of walk in
Yeah.
and show up.
And I
We
just-
throw them in the show.
I-
The janitor's coming in next week. We're gonna get somebody else this
Do
week.
you know I had another person, my person before you, and it was like a planned. Remember, Maria? It was like a planned out thing. You came around. I was like, "What's up, Danny?" And then the show took a life of its own. Anyway, guys, so real quick, write in on this. Jason right away and Danny right away said they can tell when they looked at me that I was also Russian. Write in, guys. Tell us, do you think we're Russian? What do you think Danny is? What do you think Jason is? We want to know. Write in. Let us know. Okay, guys.
I
With that
get
being
that.
said,
A lot of people
Profile
think I'm
us all the way
Hispanic.
through. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you
I get
They what?
Hispanic all the time.
that you're Hispanic.
Oh my God,
Not
I
with your
get that
light
all the time.
eyes. No, your eyes.
I swear to God, and I get people will talk Spanish to me all the time. All the time. I get that
Maybe
all
when
the time.
You know what? When you get your fresh haircut,
I
you have a
look
fresh
like-
haircut right now?
No, that's what I have to have.
Okay.
I
When
might
you-
go right after.
When Danny doesn't have a haircut, he wears a hat every week. But no, when you have your haircut fresh,
Maybe.
I could see that because it's like a tighter look. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe I could see. But no, you look one to me. You look 100% Italian.
when I
now,
open my mouth.
in your experience in casting and everything, though, isn't he have basically kind of a generic ethnic look?
Yes.
Yes.
I could be anything.
You could be Hamas. You could be,
Yes.
you know, you could
I've
be
had that,
Italian,
too.
You could be Puerto Rican.
No.
Yeah, I've had
Maybe
that.
Puerto Rican with the light eyes, maybe Puerto Rican.
You know.
You look English to me. You look like an Englishman.
Yeah.
Because you're tall
Well,
and lean and the colored eyes. You look like you'd be right from England.
You know, I grew up as a kid. I was blonde
Okay.
hair, blue eyes, just totally Aryan.
Yeah.
It was German and Irish were
Yeah.
predominant, and so it was
Like that Scandinavian look, though.
quite
Yeah.
a bit there.
Yeah. I see it. What were we talking
Oh,
about?
I got one for you. All
Okay.
right, we're gonna talk some crazy crap now. Not like we haven't, but this is really crazy, and I want to get especially. This man is the biggest skeptic. I think she's skeptic too, but she just like fills me up to make me feel better.
I don't fill him up to make him
She
feel
does.
better.
She doesn't want to say I'm crazy, so she just goes along with it. You'll tell me I'm crazy, okay?
Pretty much.
But
Now, before you start,
All
have
right.
you taken your breathing exercise?
All right.
Have you calmed yourself
yes,
down?
you're.
Are you centered?
All right.
All right.
I saw a video of this lady on TikTok, and she said she has figured this AI thing out.
Okay.
And I'm going to be honest with you. I thought the same thing as she thought. I was having that thoughts too. She said that we are the AI in the future. We are AI.
Elaborate.
Okay? And I'm going to tell you how. You know how they're making this AI, it's going to be super intelligent, this and that. It's not
Yeah.
a good thing.
Yeah.
She believes that we are the AI of the future, that they've done this already, and we are their accomplishments. Think about this. Our DNA is a serial number. Your serial number is not as mine. How do we have a serial number? It's a serial number. We might be robots. We might be AI robots that they just figured out could have babies somehow. I don't know how they did that. That's the only thing I can't get over. But everything else, we might be AI robots. We might not really be human. That's what this lady said.
Remarkable.
Okay, let me ask you something. You guys think that's crazy. What the hell are we? What are we?
Human beings?
How do you know? Because you were told that. You were told that. You were told you were on a
Danny!
globe. You were told this universe stuff. Have you
Danny!
ever seen the globe with your own eyes? No. Have you seen outer space with your own eyes? Nope. You just believe
You
it.
feel that, Danny?
I can feel it. But AI, you can feel too. You can put them gloves on, make you feel. This is just advanced.
It's
It's
reaching
advanced.
a point where, yes, you can recreate some of that sensation.
Yes.
How did they get that? By studying how we actually feel sensation.
Well, that's true.
Starting all the way back. Now, we are a living organism. No one had to tell us that.
No.
No one has to tell an ant that it's an ant. It is what it is.
But how do you know? How do you know where you came from? Where do you think you came from? I know you just think there was just this big explosion and dust
Geographically
made you.
speaking or organically speaking?
Where do you think, honestly, in your head, and you too, where do you think we came from? Because I'm starting to doubt all of this. I'm doubting all of this. I think it was all a BS story told to us. I really don't know who the hell I am.
You know what's running through my head right now? What's running through my head right now is like, okay, I gotta get like a new catchphrase. Like, okay, it's Dawn Sullivan, Danny Miner, no meds. He's going on meds. He's gonna have to go on meds. If we go in this direction, he's gonna have to go on meds. So I'm starting to think like, no plans. What else? That's what's running through my mind. I'm trying to
guys-
rename our show.
Guys, we talked about this last week, I think. I'm Catholic because I was born into it, okay? People are Muslim because they're born into it. I didn't choose to be Catholic.
Right.
I didn't choose any of this stuff. I was told there's Jesus. I don't know if there's Jesus. I didn't see Jesus. Like, this all could be a BS lie. It could be a BS lie. How do we even know we're on a globe?
Danny Miner, trust issues. That's a good T-shirt. Danny Miner, trust issues.
Losing his grip on reality.
Yeah,
as
that's
far
the start.
as
In the
alright, what is
DSM,
real? What
right.
is really
In the
real?
DSM, we're starting to slowly.
How do you
look at-
explain DNA?
Okay.
How is
DNA?
that DNA? It's our serial number.
Not exactly.
It's a serial number that
DNA.
identifies
No, DNA
you.
is not
DNA
a
is a
serial
recognized
number.
Technical.
pattern that they can affix a numerical analogy to. All
To
right?
a human being.
But
A
to
flower.
identify you.
A flower has its own pattern, and that's its own serial number. But it is
Okay,
not
then
a
we
digit.
all have
no
serial
barcodes.
numbers.
There's
We
no
all,
numbers.
everybody on Earth then
There's
has a
no
serial
numbers
number.
in our cellular or our
It
genetic structure.
technically is a serial
We
number.
have attached a numerical value to that
How-
to interpret the pattern.
How do
that
you?
exists.
Okay, so if we put your DNA here, Don's there, mine's there, that identifies Jason.
Mhm.
That's not identifying Don. So that is a serial number.
It
Done.
it works as a serial number works. It is not a serial number. It
Well,
works as
technically,
a
it doesn't say, FG5.
But you see, when somebody makes that analogy, when somebody makes that comparison, many people, yourself included in this moment, actually take that now to mean serial number. So now all of a sudden we're thinking that we're coded, that we're categorized.
I think we kind of are.
Because it's the suggestion of that imagery.
So now there's slightly some paranoia. Go on.
Okay. I just
I'm
thought,
diagnosed.
I thought
I'm
this,
quick.
I
have that
thought
book
this
open.
girl made sense. I thought this girl made sense. I really did. I mean, I know you guys, you want to ignore what's going on around you and it's on the news, but there is something going on. There's something going on and you're going to find out. And in 18 months from now, when I'm sitting there, I'm hoping I'm still here, you guys are going to be shocked. You're going to be shocked. This world is not what you think it is.
What are we gonna find out, Danny? Tell me. No, warn me, because I respect you. You know I respect you. Your
Listen,
thoughts, your opinions.
My best friend in Colorado has been spending months now building AI. He has actually been programming a difference engine, a neural net. He's been constructing this. Now, he's freaked out about what's coming along the way, but he'll be very interested to hear what you were about to say about that.
They're saying, this girl's saying we came from AI. We're future. We're the future. Now, if you listen to Blink, do you know Blink 182?
Of
right?
course, I know Blink.
Tom, do you know he's all into this, the
Yeah,
lead singer?
yeah.
I mean, he believes all this. I
Yeah.
listened to him this week, okay? And he says there is no such thing as time. Time is something we all made up. Everything's going on. And he says this is crazy, but this is how he knows and it's explained to
Can
him.
we pause just one quick? If time, how would that explain our growth, aging process if there was no time?
So very important, because starting with
Go
that,
ahead.
time is not a thing. It's not an existent. It's not a thing. It is an attribute of existence.
Yes.
So it is a sequence. There is a
Yes.
then, a
And
now,
now,
and
and
an
a
after,
after.
and a before. So that part of time does exist. Okay, go ahead.
Now, he says everything's going on at the same time. The same time. What was going on in the 1950s is going on right now. What me and you and Jason are doing right now is going on at the same time as our parents were doing this in the night. There is no such thing as time.
What
There's-
does that mean?
so if
It's
there's
all
no-
different dimensions.
I don't even know what you mean when you say that. That
He said
it's
there's
going on then is
everything's
going
going
on now.
Yes, everything's going on.
Simultaneously.
There's absolutely no such thing as time. That is made up in our heads. It was something made up in our heads.
Can you find
No
out
thing
what
of time.
dispensary he switched from? Because I know he was Planet 13. Thank you, Maria. Find out where he's
It's
getting
Nevada
his
made
weed.
now. It's Nevada made.
Oh,
Because
Nevada
it's
made.
very close. It's right.
Okay, I know Nevada made.
Yeah.
I know of that place. But is that where you're getting your weed?
Yes.
Okay.
Listen, I
Noted.
listen.
We don't have 2 minutes to the end.
Why do you think they're afraid to tell us what's going on? Because we can't handle it.
Meaning what? Again, that's a
Yes,
broad.
broad
Tell
statement.
us what's going
Tell
on.
us.
How do you not know what's going on? You guys don't watch the news? Did you ignore it?
But
Just
specifically,
ignore it.
what's
There's
going on?
UFOs in the sky every day. They're telling us they testified in front of Congress
About what?
about UFOs.
Okay, so
Now,
now, so
now
we're
Jason,
talking
you
about
can go to fucking jail if you lie in front of Congress. So
Okay.
this guy testified in front of Congress that there's aliens. So you think he's gonna risk going to jail for that?
Okay, I thought
You
we were
think
talking
he's
about
gonna
time.
lie?
or AI. But now it's okay, aliens. But so that's what. All right. So there's all sorts of things that are going on in the world, in the universe that we don't have figured out yet. Absolutely.
No, you did. This is just we're all just sitting there eating candy. This is great. There's Jesus Christ who knows everything. Right?
Jesus does know
He knows everything.
Okay.
There's this guy
I'm
up in the
about my
sky. There's a
Jesus.
bad guy down below. There's this guy with pitchforks. There's a guy upstairs that
Now
knows
you
everything.
know that's the first thing that I throw
Well,
completely out.
see, that's the thing
Yeah.
with you.
Not
You
me.
don't believe anything. Jason believes
No.
there's absolutely nothing. That's what he
Do you
believes.
really believe in
He
nothing?
does.
No, I am not a nihilist.
He believes there's nothing. There's nothing in this world.
That's sad, Jason.
No,
You
existence.
don't believe in God?
I believe in a whole.
I do, but why do I believe in God? That's what I'm trying to tell you
That's
guys.
what I've been
Why
asking
do
you.
I believe
Because
in
you
God?
are an intelligent man.
No, because I was told to believe in God. by
Prayers,
nuns that hit me
yes.
with a friggin' ruler if I didn't say, yes, I believe in God.
Do you ever feel like God has blessed you, given you this life? Has God ever proven to you that you are?
Listen, I doubt my religion every day. I do. I think it's sometimes, like, I believe in Jesus Christ, the Muslim believe in somebody else, the Jews believe in somebody else. Who the hell's right? Maybe we're all wrong.
Only-
Maybe
right.
Jason's right, and this is just
The
we're all
only
eating
proof,
candy.
No.
the only proof
No.
that you are referring to is an experiential interpretation of things.
100%. You are 100% right, Jason.
And so he's questioning that,
Right.
rightfully so.
Without the same experiences that I've had, he is questioning.
And
that.
again,
I
with the
understand
experiences that you've had,
that. Yes.
they're nothing directly causal. They are experientially associated with,
Mm-hmm.
and you've interpreted them to have that meaning. And generation upon generation have done the very same thing, layering that sort of assumed credibility for that narrative.
Mhm.
Okay, granted.
My belief system would still be the same. I did not have religious parents. My belief system still would be the same even without that layer generational. I just believe what I believe because I've watched it and I've seen it. That's how deep my faith is in God. So that's my belief.
If I was born in the Middle East,
Mm-hmm.
I would not be Catholic and I would not believe in Jesus Christ.
Absolutely correct.
Okay, so how do I know I'm right? How do I know I was not bullshitted to? How do any of us know that?
I'm sure. I know we were bullshitted. I know we were bullshitted.
And listen, I'm sitting here with a cross on my
Yeah,
neck.
I know we were bullshitted about a lot of things, but there are certain things that I held on to. As an adult, I didn't believe everything my family told me. Oh my God, if I believed everything my family told me, forget about it. I mean, Danny, we come from the same
I
place.
know.
It would have been bad, right? We would have been living our lives crazy right now. But so I took from what I was raised with and then made my own decisions off of my experiences. And that's how I form my opinions.
Right.
Yeah.
That's important, and that's how
Yeah.
centuries of human beings came to arrive at that.
Sure.
What's important, another way to look at it, start from the very beginning. At the earliest inception of a human being and their experience with the world, with this environment, how was it understood? How was it experienced? How was it interpreted?
Well, I'm going to start here, and I'm going to use my little
And-
brain for a second.
Yeah.
It all started with what? What do you think? How did it all start? Tell me.
Well, the first earliest, as far as the first earliest human being,
Mhm.
or you want to go
Go
earlier
back.
than that?
Go back. Where did it
Are
start?
we
Danny?
talking Adam and
You
Eve?
don't
If
wanna
your
hear what I'm
beliefs are
Before
still
that.
consistent?
Before that, where did this all start?
What's interesting,
Scientifically.
speaking of that, what's interesting is the James Webb Space Telescope is continually seeing further and further and further out.
Mhm.
They're now pushing back the supposed Big Bang area and the period further and further, hundreds of millions and billions of years. So here's another issue, the infiniteness of the universe. Maybe it's always been.
Yeah.
There is no beginning, there is no origin, which
Because
is
that,
really
that would be no
hard.
time. Oh,
for
did I
us
say
to
that?
wrap
Oh, yeah,
our
I think I
minds
did.
Because time is nothing. No, it is simply a measurement. It is an attribute of anything that does exist. But what's really hard to consider as far as the infiniteness or the permanence of the universe is our consciousness wasn't built that way. Our consciousness, our very mind and our way of thinking was made by means of cause and effect.
Yes, absolutely.
And so for us, we are hardwired to look for the cause and expect it to be there, and that's how our thinking works. So the question of the universe isn't so much a metaphysical one as it is an epistemological one about how
See,
our
Jason
mind
said-
processes.
He's saying words I don't know what the hell he's saying. What the hell is that?
How our mind
Jason's too
processes
intelligent.
things.
He's saying stuff. What's that?
I understand completely.
I'm speaking with a psychologist here, so see, yeah, I know she's going to grasp that. We'll bring you back in a moment.
Listen.
You know, yeah.
Listen, this is all I need. This, you want to know? You know what I'm starting to think?
Tell me.
No, I'm not going to
No,
tell you.
I need to know. What do you think? That I'm here just to diagnose you.
I think we were brought to this earth by beings.
Okay. No. Danny, I believe you. What type of beings? I believe you. What type of beings?
I think the aliens brought us here.
Okay, so they are
And I think that's gonna,
space is space.
and I'm telling you, I researched this. I think it's going to come out. I think we're all going to be shocked, and I think that's why they don't want to tell us.
Okay, did they bring us here like to our parents? Did they bring us here? Like, how did that work? Like, they brought our parents. They picked our parents. Like, how did that?
They seeded this planet. I'm telling you.
Okay.
That's what I truly believe.
Okay.
I wish I didn't believe this, but I truly believe this.
They
I believe
seeded this planet.
there is stuff flying in our skies.
Yeah.
100%. I know Jason thinks this is insane.
There's lots of stuff out there.
But listen, you think this is insane, but I'm going to say it one last time, and I don't know why you guys don't get this. You're on a frigging ball floating through endless universe. And you don't think it's weird that there might be other beings?
No, I think that,
Right.
Danny, I think there are other beings. There's proof that there's other
Absolutely.
beings, 100%. But do I think that I came out of a fucking spaceship? No.
You don't know that, though. You only
I
do.
know I do know that, Danny. Danny, I
What
know
we
where I was
do
born.
know-
I know where I was born in what hospital. I know where I was conceived. I know. My
Well,
mom
you know you
wasn't
were
like-
born by the original people that came here. I think we're going to find out. You're going to see. I'm going to just wait this out, and we're going to see. Because won't accept it. You won't accept
I
it.
get
You
that.
won't
It's
accept-
very
you smoke
common
weed?
for people to seek a grander
Do you
cause.
smoke weed?
I don't.
You don't. Okay. Just curious.
I don't smoke it either.
He
No,
eats.
he doesn't eat
He
it.
eats
No.
it. No.
Listen, you're all going to see. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope there's this big,
Is
beautiful
it dangerous
heaven.
what you're saying? Is it dangerous what you're saying? If what you're saying is accurate and true, is it dangerous?
No, I think there's different dimensions.
We've talked about dimensions, and I do understand dimensions.
I think there's different
I do
dimensions.
understand.
And I don't
dimensions
think they're
a
coming
little
from another planet. I think there's just
bit. Do you
dimensions.
believe in coincidence?
What?
Coincidence. Like the things are coincidence, or every single thing,
Everything's made.
everything's made.
Yes.
It's not a coincidence.
Yes.
Nothing.
Yes,
I believe that too.
I believe
Okay.
that too.
All right.
I and I'm going to tell you real quick. Maria's going to kill us.
Oh, we're way over,
Yes.
huh?
Real quick.
Oh, shit.
And I'm going to tell you why I think things are coincidence, right? I was making a great living being a salesperson.
Yeah.
They cut my salary, and with my bad temper, I quit immediately. Like, the minute they said they cut my salary, I walked out the door. Like, I didn't think about it. 3 seconds, I'm out the door. F you, and I'm out the door, right? And it's the truth, okay?
Because that's the way we were raised. That is the way we
you
were
disrespect
raised.
me, I'm
Mm-hmm.
out.
Bye. Yeah.
I'm out the
Mhm.
door. So I left there because I wouldn't have left there. I'm getting paid over $100,000 a year. Why would I leave,
Yeah.
right? Except they pissed me off. But the reason I left there, now I have this big TikTok following. I have all this stuff going for me. And I truly believe that was meant to be.
Yeah.
It was meant to be for them to tell me to cut my salary.
So one door closes, another one opens.
Yes.
You believe? I believe in that wholeheartedly. I don't believe in coincidence. I believe you are right where you're supposed to be, even when it's really bad. You're supposed to be there so you can learn and grow.
And I know
from
I'm crazy,
there.
right? I know I'm crazy.
So no, it's good you know.
Right.
But
That
I
is
I'm
human.
very curious to know what kind of crazy he is. You know what I mean?
That is-
But here's the
human.
thing. I knew I had talent my whole life. I
Yeah.
knew
Yeah.
I had this talent. I knew I had this gift. And I was watching him leave because I'm getting older. And I'm being a cop. I couldn't talk like this. I'd have got fired.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Going off on everyone, telling everyone you
Yes.
fucking hate them.
Yeah. So I would have got fired.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is I think I'm right where I need to be. And I think they put you where they want you to be.
Yeah. I agree. I
That
like that. I
it's
agree.
a very human thing, and it drives everybody to believe what they believe. The need for meaning.
Here comes
to
the guy
seek
that doesn't
out
believe anything.
Meaning. And we're meaning generators. If we don't find the obvious, we will create one.
Absolutely.
we
Yeah.
I agree with
manifest
that.
a
I
meaning
agree
to
with that.
And a grand cause to things. The why and the how.
Yeah.
We're looking for something more than just the randomness, random biological evolution of protein and energy. We need that. We crave it, and so we're going to find it wherever it is. Whether it
Absolutely.
is a cosmic benefactor or race of interstellar farmers that is seeding this planet with we have a need for that. And
Mhm.
it's human,
Mhm.
but it's not always accurate. It's not always
But
rational.
listen, you guys laugh about the alien seeding the planet,
Mhm.
but you're okay with the guy up in the sky that knows everything and burning in fire hell with the guy with the pitchfork and horns.
Now again, you're not
And you
including me
believe
in
that.
this now, are you?
You don't believe that.
Thank you.
But I mean, most people believe that and think it like,
That's my
it's
point.
so true!
I know it's true. You cannot explain so many parts of my life. There's like so many things in my life currently, today, right now, that God has done. I didn't do the shit.
Your adaptiveness, your resourcefulness, your integrity, your intrepidness, your courage, those things aren't what
Again, this
allowed you to
vocabulary
navigate
is
this-
too big.
Oh, I love you, Danny.
Jason's
what
vocabulary
allowed
is
you to
too big.
navigate all of the ups and downs and the pitfalls and the left turns and the wrong turns and to be where you're at. There's a lot of ways to explain and give yourself credit for where you are in your
Oh, I give myself credit
by all means. but-
There
because
is gonna
I
kill
give myself credit because of my faith in God.
and that's your choice.
Yeah.
Yes. I think so.
But I wouldn't be able to do anything that I can do without God. I
But-
don't believe that.
and
Because when I didn't have
That's-
God, I wasn't able to do this shit. Now that I have God, I'm able to do all this shit.
And you guys are gonna be shocked. Everything I just said, I still pray every night.
I know, you should.
I
Oh,
pray
it's
every
different.
night. I pray when I wake up in the morning,
Mhm.
even though I do have a little bit of doubts.
You are still absolutely searching, Danny. You're trying
I am.
to
I
find
agree with
that
you.
absolute-
I truly
I think we're
don't.
all searching.
I don't
think we
believe
are
this
all
is all
searching.
fact. I just don't believe this is all fact. And I think that our government's trying to tell us, and I think you two are going to be shocked, but we'll wait it out. We'll wait it
I
out.
hope so. Maybe if you are right, that'd be cool. And then there'll
I'd
be a
love
huge
it to be
winning
true.
space. Yeah.
I am a big fan.
Yeah.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
Oh,
She's
shit.
gonna kill us.
30 seconds. Okay,
We're
guys.
over an hour and a half.
Love,
Shit. Jason, thank you so much for being on the show today. Danny, thank you so
Such
much
a
for
thrill.
all of your insight. You're freaking amazing.
Are we done? Are we done?
Come on, banana boy.
Where's the way out? Where's the way out?
Go
Where's
push the
way
dog
out?
in the water, Danny.
Hey, we're worried about dogs being pushed in the water.
Guys, keep us #1 show in Las Vegas. Please keep us up there, even if our fans are haters. Who cares? Please keep us. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for hating. Thank you for all that. Dawn Sullivan _ that is my Insta handle. Hit me up. I got a lot of great models that are marketing these days.
At the
Danny,
Crime Solver TikTok, you'll be entertained.
we'll be back next week, and let's maybe make a lineup of what we're going to talk about. Dawn Sullivan, Danny Manor, no meds, no plans.
And I need meds.
You need meds, honey. Oh no, you do.
I'm gonna.
And I say it like that, because no, I already have the diagnosis. And it's not, you know, no. And you know what? It's not really trauma based. I thought being a detective and the cop and all the shit you said, it's not trauma based. It's more on how you were born, like the chemicals in your brain.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not.
that's just me.
Yeah, it's you. If that helps at all, Danny's
It was in the
diagnosis.
sauce growing up.
It was in the sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was not anything that happened to
In
you,
the
so that's
gravy.
good. That was one of her songs, wasn't it? It was one of her songs, right? Did you get born this way?
Sorry we took so long.
Yeah.
Born this day.
See? And here's the thing: we're Italian. We can't end anything.
Oh my God!
It's over.
Goodbye. Last week we talked about that. We were like, oh, Italian people can't leave a room, and here we go again. We can never say goodbye.
That's
Goodbye.
absolutely right.
Show's
Bye.
done.
We're really going.
Go.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye. We love you, Maria. Thank you so much.